How do you feel emotionally and physically when you spend time in nature? What specific aspects of nature bring you a sense of joy and peace? Welcome to the Summer Reset Challenge, beautiful soul, where we are embarking on an extraordinary journey of spiritual growth and mindset transformation. Are you ready to continue your summer reset with week number 4? Because this summer, friend, it's time to shine. Summer, it's a joyful season, and we can use this fun time to work on ourselves. So I invite you to week number 4, which is all about cultivating gratitude. And before we dive into the episode, I wanted to remind you several things. Number 1, the Facebook community Rewired to Align is open and ready for you to join. You just have to have a Facebook account and answer those 3 questions that are there, and you can join. And this community is dedicated to personal growth, to spirituality, and the transformative power of neurocoaching. Plus, you're not only going to connect with like-minded individuals, but we are also going to embark on a journey of self-discovery together. And it's a great way to find support and meet new people. And if you meet people from your city, you can actually meet in real life, which is a great thing, right? And then the second thing I wanted to remind you is that my website, michellemaripacheco.com, has a lot of free resources you can use right now. And also there is a tab where you can apply for your one-on-one coaching sessions. And I am taking clients mid-July, and I have one opening for pro bono. So if you are into pro bono, if you want to have one-on-one coaching, this is the moment for you to apply. All right. I'm going to leave all the links in the show notes for you. Don't worry. So now let's get started with the episode. Hello, beautiful soul. What beliefs do you hold about yourself that might be limiting your potential? In what areas of your life do you feel you are not living authentically? What fears prevent you from expressing your true self? In what ways do you feel disconnected from your higher self, and what beliefs contribute to this disconnection? Welcome to Neuro Soul Sync, a podcast that blends neuroscience and spirituality, exploring the connection of our spiritual and emotional lives with the neuroscience of our bodies and brain. I'm Michelle Marie, your host, certified spiritual neurocoach, IVF twin mompreneur, lover of human design, and all things personal development. A few years ago, I felt exactly like that, yearning to live on purpose and authentically. I wanted to live fearlessly, prioritizing my needs and creating a life aligned to my core values and beliefs. And I was able to master this through neuroplasticity, spirituality, energetics, and the exact simple tools I will share with you here. I believe that when we are in alignment with who we are, life transforms from stuck and resistant to a journey of flow, impacting not only ourselves, but the collective consciousness. So if you're ready to get in the driver's seat of your life, live with authenticity, and discover simple yet powerful solutions that will guide you from feeling stuck to fulfill, this is your sacred space. Let's get ready to vibe high, align, and manifest. Welcome to Neuro Soul Sync, friend, and our summer reset. Today is week number 4 of the challenge, and I want to ask you this. How is it going? Have you taken the time to do all the other weeks, number 1, number 2, and number 3? I can remind you of the themes right here. And let me do that so that if you haven't done so, you can go back and listen to episode 28, which is week number 1. So week number 1 was all about being aware and present and creating a mindfulness practice. Week number 2 was all about cultivating gratitude. And last week, which was week number 3, was all about releasing limiting beliefs. Are you on track? If you're not, I suggest that you go back. And I did this summer reset because I wanted to take a little break from all the information that I give you in neurocoaching and that you can refer to, because everything in the summer reset comes from the 27 previous episodes on the podcast. and just to have fun and do this together. That's why I did the Facebook community so that we can share everything that we're doing here in that community and support each other and maybe share our stories. So make sure that you go back to episode number 28 if you haven't started. Invite a friend, get an accountability partner, and it will be fun if you do this together. Today, we are exploring the very special practice of connecting to nature. Let me ask you, how can you incorporate more time in nature in your daily or weekly routine? Even if you live in the city, how can you do this? Because cities usually have parks and usually have places where they have nature so that people can enjoy, right? It's not about the concrete jungle, it's about taking the time to go and find the green spaces no matter where we live. And this episode is all about how nature can actually enhance your mental clarity and spiritual connection. By the end of the episode, I'm going to give you a specific homework for the week. So make sure that you have a journal to track your progress and write down all the ahas that will come as download and also the golden nuggets that you find in the episode. Connecting to nature, let's talk about it, is essential for both our mental health and our spiritual well-being. Have you noticed that when you spend time in nature, you feel relaxed and calm and you're able to recharge? Have you ever heard about the Schumann resonance and how when you ground yourself with your bare feet on the ground in nature, you're connecting to Earth's vibration? This is true, my friend. Nature can help in improving your mood, enhancing your creativity, and it connects us to something larger than ourselves. When we are connected to nature, we feel God's presence, we feel divine consciousness, right? Let's go into the science and spirituality about this because, I like to give that to you. From a neuroscience perspective, studies have shown that being in nature can improve cognitive functions like attention, memory, and creativity. Yes, this is partly because natural environments reduce mental fatigue and allow our brains to rest. So when you are feeling that you don't have, like, you're stuck in this project and you don't know if you're painting or if you're doing a project for work, if you feel that you're stuck, you can take a little break and go outside, connect to nature, sit down for 10 minutes, and you're going to see that you are going to be able to improve your creativity. It can help in resetting our attention and provide a mental break from the overload of what we have every day. It's like a reset button for our brains. And do you remember serotonin and dopamine and have mentioned these two in previous episodes? Well, when you connect to nature, your brain releases these neurotransmitters associated with feelings of happiness and well-being. How cool is that? And being in nature also encourages mindfulness, which helps regulate your nervous system and reduce anxiety. And I have talked about this also in other episodes, right? And the mindfulness part was your first assignment in this summer reset, which I hope that you did. Psychologically, nature has a calming effect. It can reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. And I know that you have a lot of pressure at work and sometimes a lot of pressure in your relationships. So just being in a green space can elevate your mood and increase feelings of happiness. It allows us to be present in the moment and really be appreciative and grateful. And how does nature relates to spirituality? Think about when you take time to walk in the beach or sit quietly in the park or any moment that you truly spend in nature, even if it's in your backyard, looking at the green space. It provides time for reflection, for solitude. And those are the moments where we get our downloads because we are connecting to our inner self. Our mind gets quiet, and then our inner self and our higher spirit comes and talks to us. So we are connecting to something greater than ourselves, and we are actually feeling more peaceful. And this awareness can enhance our sense of purpose and belonging with the universe. And if I throw here the physical benefits, well, activities like walking, hiking, I love hiking, or just leisurely exploring nature can boost your cardiovascular health. Plus, soaking up the sun provides us with vitamin D, which is essential for bone health and immune function. And do you remember COVID times? Where were you in 2020 during COVID times? I remember going out every day to soak up the sun because I had COVID at that time, and soaking up the sun, the vitamin D, helps my immune system. So I was very adamant to every day take time, 2 to 3 times a day, to go and soak up the sun. So make sure that you are taking this time. And to sum it all up, beautiful soul, connecting with nature is not just about enjoying the outdoors, right? It's a powerful way to improve our well-being. So this week, there's homework. But before we move forward with the action that you have to do, I want to remind you to leave me a review of the podcast, because by leaving a review, you're supporting me. Because when you do that, other people find the podcast. The algorithm works that way. Also, I want to let you know that you can join the Facebook community, and in it, you can just go ahead and share all the findings and everything that you have been learning throughout this beautiful summer reset. I'm going to leave the links in the show notes for you to join, so no worries. Now let's get back to that homework. Do you live near the ocean or a park or house that you have your backyard, or maybe you live in the city but you have plants in your balcony or a park downstairs from the building, right? This week, the exercise I have for you is, you guessed it, connecting to nature every day. Make sure you take time to take a walk in the park, or when you walk your perro, when you walk your dog, that you take the time to soak in the sun and enjoy the surroundings that can bring you a sense of peace around your neighborhood. If you go to the beach, if you sit quietly in your backyard and meditate, if you take the time to put your feet on the grass and connect to Mother Earth. The point of this practice is to take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you have available a day, and just be one with nature. And then, since you're going to probably have a downloads that are going to come to you, messages, these are great times that you can have to really ask those questions when you are in if you have to make a hard decision, or if you have to make decisions, or if you need guidance. Connecting to nature and sitting down and being at peace and quiet can help you listen and get those downloads that you need. So at the end of this practice, what I want you to do is, you're going to grab that journal that you bought in the first week, and you're going to take time to reflect. And you can use the following journal prompts if you want for reflection. Are you ready? Okay. How did being in nature make you feel? What thoughts or emotions came to you during your time spent in nature? Did you notice anything new or different about your surroundings? And the last one is, how does this experience connect to your personal journey or current life situation? Nature has a unique way of grounding us and reminding us of our place in the world. It also invites us to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to truly experience the present moment. All right, beautiful soul. That's it for week 4. Just a reminder, each week builds on the previous one, so be sure to carry what you have learned from last week and this week into next week. The goal is to incorporate all of this and make it a lifestyle. And please remember to share your journey with me in social. I am on Instagram. If you have Instagram, I am on Instagram at Michelle Marie Pacheco. Go ahead and follow me, and then share a story of you connecting to nature and use the hashtag Summer Reset. And maybe tag me. I love when you share with me your journey. It is my happiest moments. So I hope that you share it with me. Thanks for joining me today. It is my wish that this episode serves and blesses you. I hope you feel inspired to embrace nature and carry a sense of peace with you. Remember, living in alignment is a journey. Embrace this summer reset as a choice to connect deeper to your true self. Until next time, keep syncing your mind and soul to create a life in alignment. I'm sending you love.
I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I love creating it. If what you heard helped you, the number one way you can thank me is by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. My mission is that you feel empowered and more spiritually connected after listening, so your feedback means the world to me. Just scroll down to where it says write a review and leave me yours. And if you love what NeuroSoulSync is about, please share with your family and friends. I believe the world becomes a better place when we come together collectively to make the change. I look forward to be with you next week.